Hello everyone. Totally the first stream of the day. I mean, it's past midnight here, so technically I am not lying. Yeah, we called it earlier because, well, my connection was acting iffy. I don't actually know if it's better now or not, but let's try it anyway. Gotta give my ankle that pop before we start. Because otherwise you wouldn't know it's actually me. It could be an imposter. Always watch for the authentic ankle pop in my streams. Alright, so we did one quest in this settlement. Let's do the other one. I started talking to him and we lost connection. Let's see if it's this guy who is a problem or my connection is.
What do you want, Ulvund? Some kind of payment?
My dear magistrate, you think I can be bought? If you want that whistle blown, all you have to do is have your soldiers remove the bristlebacks and sign the concession decree. Face it, what other choice do you have?
Savior, what auspicious timing. Might we discuss a matter of importance to the Sundom?
We might. Later.
Very well. I shall be waiting.
So, the savior herself. Walloper of Derval, gutter of youth.
Maybe.
I've heard many tales of your beauty and heroics, my fierce lady warrior. Ulvund Freeholder, at your service. So, what could have dragged you away from the fine silks and wine of Meridian to this smudge of a settlement? Your saviorly attention must be needed elsewhere.
I'm here for the embassy and...
The embassy? Why, by the forge. Ah. Greater gears for greater matters. Guess that means you'll be moving on.
Once I've dealt with any problems around here that need my... saviorly attention.
Ah, the bristlebacks, of course. Got to get rid of them if you want that embassy to take place. Well, let's get to it, hey? And off you go.
Not so fast.
You and the Carja.
You don't seem to have a high opinion of the magistrate?
Well, I refuse to play nice to some fancy-robed parchment pusher when my fellow laborers are being bullied, intimidated, and taken advantage of.
How noble of you.
Noble, ha! Born with a hammer in hand, I was. Nobody handed me anything or dropped opportunity into my lap.
So they never handed you something to repair with that hammer?
I've done on my own.
And where is this hammer now?
The burden of leadership forced me to set it aside. The Carja risk nothing, while demanding that good Oseram gamble with their lives out there. Someone had to step up and say no more.
Okay, work stoppage.
You ordered the work stoppage?
Indeed I did. We're laborers, not soldiers. Until the Carja clean up their mess and give us the fair deal we deserve, I'm not risking Oseram lives.
Fair deal? You mean your concession decree?
It's not my decree. It's on behalf of all the good Oseram laborers of this land who do all the backbreaking work, while only the Carja reap the rewards. All we're asking for is the ability to share in this prosperity for a land worked by the people, for the people.
Right. Then just how much would be your share?
Only an amount appropriate to my contributions to this community, of course.
Who appointed you?
If Chainscrape is on Carja land, shouldn't a Carja be in charge? Who appointed you?
The sensibilities of good Oseram folk, of course. You think a Carja can head this whole venture? Ah! The magistrate can barely make the trek from Barren Light without losing a few screws.
So you have no real authority then? People only follow you because you say so. Loudly.
Anyone who has followers has authority. I've been...
Why is there a space with the I in apostrophe?
I mean, I'm practically its founder, and its honest folk know I'm indispensable to its success.
Founding of Chainscrape?
You said you founded Chainscrape. Somehow I doubt that.
Practically founded, I said. I alone saw its potential when it was just a smattering of tents in Barren Light's shadow. I invested in the mine, convinced some friends back home to do the same, and here we are. You could say Chainscrape is what it is thanks to me.
Oh, so you're not just standing around and profiting off everyone else?
Not at all. Sure, I make a little return on my investment here and there, but my main priority, as it was from the beginning, is to look after the well-being of these honest, working Osram.
Seems like a nice guy.
Where's the whistle?
Right in the middle of town, but with the threat out there, I'm not endangering innocent Osram lives.
I'm going to clear out the bristlebacks. And when I'm done, this valley is going to get moving.
If that's what it takes. Until then, I'll keep looking after the safety of these good folk.
Just be ready to blow the whistle. Better see what that Carja magistrate wanted. I bet he's in the tavern.
Oh, going somewhere?
Alright, back to the tavern we go. As if we weren't just there.
Whoa!
Ah, Savior! Over here! Savior, thank you for taking the time, and my condolences that you had to endure Ulvund's bloviating.
I've dealt with worse. It sounds like he's really trying to put you over the barrel.
The idea that the Carja purposely let Bristlebacks into the Daunt, it's completely absurd. But the louder and longer he says it, the more support he'll get for his damned concession decree.
How did the bristlebacks get into the Daunt?
No one knows for sure. The first report of them came from west of the quarry. But unless they have wings I don't know about, I don't see how they could have come over the mountains.
No other way in.
The only way I know about is Barren Light. Look, if you can get to the bottom of this, I can offer a considerable bounty in return. Help me shut Ulvund up.
Watch him just give us a big bounty chocolate.
What is this concession decree that Ulvund wants?
He wants the Sundom to designate portions of the Daunt as Oseram holdings. Only the portions, mind you, that produce any value.
Let me guess. Because he stands to profit somehow?
Exactly. With the Daunt under Oseram law, he could secure more investment for their numerous ventures.
He can't get those investments without the concession?
No. Not while there's a chance the Sundom could revoke their access. Hence why the concession is so important to him. And why blaming the Carja for the Bristlebacks, no matter how absurd, works in his favor.
Hold on, I want to try something. I deactivated it, don't worry. Blaming the Carja.
How does blaming the Carja for the bristlebacks help Ulvund get his concession?
Look around. This may be the Sundom, but Chainscrape is all gears and rust and bad ale. Claiming that the Carja loosed the Bristlebacks in order to intimidate Oseram laborers into obedience. Well, let's just say no one here has forgotten the atrocities of the Mad Sun King. And with the Bristlebacks bringing work in the valley to a halt, Ulvund has plenty of time to pick at barely healed wounds.
And if the Oseram refuse to work, unless the concession is signed, you won't have a choice.
Correct. The reconstruction of Barren Light must continue.
Can you
How
roll?
did you get stuck out here?
I asked for the posting, believe it or not. Overseeing the entire valley on behalf of the Sun King? It was an honor. Is an honor, I mean.
But your job would be a lot easier without someone like Ulvund blasting hot air all the time?
Ulvund's not going anywhere. He's been around longer than I have. Even fancies himself the founder of Chainscrape. Well, I'll find a way to live with him.
No one told you to marry him.
You said the bristlebacks were first spotted west of the quarry?
Yes, according to one terrified laborer, said the ground trembled before they came charging down the hillside. He took off and ran all the way here.
Good place to start looking then.
If you learn the truth, maybe Ulvund will stop blaming the Karja for every problem under the sun, and maybe then he'll actually focus on rebuilding Barren Light instead.
It is barren. Did we... Again, I keep pressing the wrong button. Petra. Aloy first encountered Petra at the settlement of Free Heap, where the Tinker sought to build a life for herself outside the hard-headed rules and misogynistic customs of the Ulcer Realmland. It was thanks to the cannons of Petra's making that Aloy and her allies were able to defend the Karja capital at the Battle of the Allight. Always want to seek out new challenges, Petra later moved to Chainscrape, a frontier settlement in the Dawn, near the infamous Forbidden West. Alright. I don't want to do errands yet. Why is there no camp around here?
Why else would one need the glory of Maine?
Ho there!
Maybe because I didn't get close.
Oh there, sister!
Hello there, mister.
It's after me!
That bristleback's gonna run him down. Get to safety!
Lord, you were here.
Get inside until it's safe.
Don't have to tell me twice.
Looks like some sort of quarry.
And another quick travel point unlocked. I guess we'll follow the river.
Javad said the bristlebacks were first spotted west of the quarry. I should see if there's anything in the back of the valley.
I mean, I saved some ammo. Hello, Sam. How are you?
A gemstone.
Welcome.
It's green like blaze, but it's hard and shiny. Wonder if merchants would be interested.
You found a piece of green shine, a rare and valuable resource. Hidden all over the world, green shine can be used for upgrading certain weapons and outfits or trading with specific merchants. Okay. I'm surviving. Had an iffy connection earlier, but it seems to have improved. Yeah, the game is really pretty. I'm still early games. I thought the original was alright. I wasn't blown away by it.
Falls. Gotta check it out.
But this one so far seems to have improved a lot. You've played it, I take it. Okay, there is a dead enemy there. Might be able to loot.
It's strange. Parts of it have been tampered with. Almost like an override.
Honestly, the most impressive thing about this for me is not the graphics, but the settings. I have not seen settings this good in quite some time. Like, you could adjust audio for specific things like weapon attacks, ambience volume, machine volume. You can adjust things like holding the shoulder buttons to interact with things. And it's just a tap instead of a hold. A lot of really good things. I like that kind of stuff.
Looks like it died on impact. Maybe it charged off the cliff up there? I better keep following the trail up.
Like here, I'm meant to hold triangle, but I'm just pressing it and letting go. And it lets me loot everything. Alright, let's try and climb up. I'm not seeing a way up. But I get you about watching games. Sometimes I just don't feel like playing anything, and I'd rather just watch. And then everybody I usually watch is offline.
Get this turned into something tasty.
And I'm even doing this game in performance mode, not graphics mode. And I'm streaming at 720. It still looks pretty damn good. Okay, they didn't really need to.
Another dead bristleback?
Yeah, it's just the idea is finding what works for you. Some games I would watch, I would enjoy watching, but I know I would enjoy playing. Maybe it's just a case of Schadenfreude and seeing people suffer through it.
I've charged off the cliff above. I should keep going up the trail. An old mine. And a lot of broken trees. It's like a stampede went through. Is this where the bristlebacks came from?
I mean, it was kind of obvious he was going to be from the mines.
Unless this cave leads out of the Daunt. The old cart tracks collapsed. It looks recent. Guess I'm not going that way.
So far the loot has not been interesting, but I'm thinking it's just because I'm early game.
There's smoke from deeper in the mine. An explosion?
Alright, let's scan the enemies.
So they did come through here. They
There
must
is
have gotten
that.
trapped. I'm gonna have to take them out before I can look around.
There's another down here.
A lot of acid to bring it down.
Okay, there are at least two. I have never fought any of them. Let's see, they have acid. Oh, no. You are not seeing me. It looked up and it saw me. We're doing stealth. Turn around. As soon as it turns around, I'm going to do a stealth attack.
I'll have to find a cauldron out here to learn how to override that.
Oh, should I? Well, that worked. We can always run away. You see, that's the problem with stealth in games. You could just abuse it. That guy saw me, but I ran out here, and there was no way he's gonna come here. And it's just a way to cheese it. And if I can cheese a game, I will.
Okay. Better take a look at where the smoke's coming from.
I'm so good at this game. I didn't even get hurt. Shoot nearby environmental traps to unleash the payloads. Enemies take heavy damage when... So I could have shot a few things and used it against them, but... it's too much effort. Actually, let me take a look at my gear. Okay, we can't equip any coils yet. We do have 2 coils, but we can't equip them. And I can't loot anything, because the game says no. Yeah, this is the thing I was meant to shoot down, and it would have brought the barrels on the end. And this is the path from earlier. Explosives. I'm not going to shoot explosives. Mainly because I'm cheap. Alright, where do we go now? Up there. Yeah, I'm playing a game where I'm meant to be using my bow
There's a lot of smoke.
without using said bow.
Looks like mine runs pretty far back.
Why are there a lot of explosives? Could I just, okay, that thing can't be pulled. Okay, can't be blown up with an arrow. I'm probably going to regret this, but... nope. Acid doesn't work either.
There's enough blaze here to blast a mountain open. And there's a note on one of the barrels. This note's addressed to Olvend. Looks like this mine was supposed to be shut down. Olvend must have gotten greedy. Kept blasting deeper into the mountain. I should let Javad know what I found.
Can I... oh, I didn't actually need to climb up. Why do I make things too complicated? Would be nice if I could see. Hey Thomas, it's been so long. Yeah, there's nothing up there. Well, down here. What's with all the rubble falling?
So Olvind was secretly blasting in the mine, trying to squeeze it for all it's worth. Until Bristleback stampeded through. Maybe the explosions blew a way open? But from where?
I probably could have pulled these, or not. Maybe I can, but why? No reason to. Yeah, no reason to. It's like I'm playing these games and hoping for a puzzle. And then some people start a puzzle game and never continue it. People these days don't appreciate what they have.
The screenshot might trade for something good?
Well, yeah, I guess you don't play puzzle games, you only play drowning games. Okay, so either yeah, puzzle games are great. The problem is finding a puzzle game that respects
Machines.
the player's intelligence.
Looks like someone's been trying to keep this trail clear.
Alright, so if we keep going down this road, we might find... And before I forget, here is a shout out to Thomas, another streamer. He has been streaming a puzzle game for one session so far, but usually it's JRPGs. Though it's not really a pure puzzle game. You know, I almost told you, do or do not, no try, but then I'll be quoting a franchise that I don't care for.
We need only wait and have faith.
Please, leave us alone. We have nothing for you. We can't allow you up the mountain. I'm sorry.
Dude, there is a save point right there. Let me use it, and then I'll go. I can't tell if these are kids or grown men or women or non-binary, I don't know. Why would I make you a full-time streamer? I thought you were all about being a self-made man. I mean, I could shoot them. If only this was like Ghost of Tsushima, where the arrows stay in their head. They don't die, they don't get hurt, but the arrows will accumulate on their heads.
Well, where these people are, I guess they want to be left alone.
And I say that now after dismantling their trap. I thought Ghost of Tsushima was pretty, but that's mainly what I'm going to praise about it. It was another open world game. And I hated the fact that
Be careful not to let this stain my hands.
it gave you different stances and then didn't let you experiment with them. Especially after coming from a game like Neo, where experimenting with stances is all that the game has to offer. Well, it's not really all it has to offer, but you know what I mean. Okay, there's a boar. It's still an open world game. Even if you can't immediately beat the final boss, it's still considered an open world game. GTA is an open world game. You can't just go and do the final mission immediately. Sandbox open world games is still same thing, different names. You know, I could just quick travel and would have been there clearing the quest by now. But no, I'm too cheap for that. I own Red Dead Redemption 2 and I have never played it. Let me correct that. I pre-ordered it and I never played it.
Acid won't do much here.
Okay, Bristleback. Borrower. Okay, there are at least 4 enemies. 5.
And it's full of bristlebacks.
Not just Bristlebacks. Scan that thing.
Oh, look.
And then one back and hide. Oh, do you mean the first Red Dead or Dead Redemption? Because there was one on the original Xbox that I haven't played. I played the first Red Dead Redemption, and it was good, but they really didn't test it on smaller TVs. Oh, okay, Red Dead Redemption, not Revolver. Oh no, it's warning its friend. No, Alan. What did this to you? Oh, I'll avenge you. Dude, why would you not stealth? God damn it. Abort, abort. I leveled up. Well, and I died. I don't know why it didn't give me the prompt to stealth kill it. I mean, I wouldn't have killed it, but yeah, I barely use Twitter.
Hey girl, stay back. It's too dangerous.
Don't tell me what to do. Do we still keep the level we earned? We do not.
Because fuck you, that's why.
Stay back, you'll
And
get
it's full
killed.
of
Get
bristlecocks.
out of there.
Acid won't make much of a dent.
Okay. Lady of the Night. Well, you have to be more specific. In that game, everybody is treated as a Lady of the Night. It doesn't have the best representation for women, I'll have to say.
Could use that in the fight.
This approach is not the best. I prefer that side. I don't really have that actually works. Much better than expected. What do you think of the towns in 16, Thomas? Just die to poison, thank you.
Look out! We got a different machine out here!
That's it.
Yeah, so-called towns.
Incoming!
Fighting each other? What's going on? Oh, I thought you died. Yeah, that was my thought too. And they're pretty to look at until you start looking at the textures too deeply and notice the repetitions. Alright, let's use a point. Reduce visibility? Sure. Whoa. That's hold. You unlock the first Valor Surge. Activate a cloaking device based on Stalker technology to decrease visibility to enemies. Aiming a weapon or using a melee attack temporarily deactivates the device. Very high visibility reduction. Silent Strike versus unaware targets plus 50%. Range damage versus unaware targets plus 20%. Did I crash? I don't know. I don't think I crashed. It says I'm still live. Twitch Inspector says I'm still live. It did dip a little, I guess. Temporary thing. And how exactly do I use those abilities? I have another point. Activated by opening the weapon wheel and tapping R1. Okay. I have another point. But I thought you liked 8 quite a bit, Thomas. Hey, Doofus. We were just talking about you. Don't worry, nothing positive. Never positive. Yeah, don't worry. The only good thing we say about you here is... What was it again? But yeah, check out Doofus. He streams. I watch sometimes. I don't know what to get. Deep concentration. Okay, I'm gonna wait for them to stop caring about me. Okay, we can... Why is this one not tagged with... And this machine is thick. Only 8 to 12.
Don't come closer.
I don't have very strong opinions about 12, I'll say. Is he gonna die to poison before it gets to me? And the answer is... yes. Because why risk my life when I can just cheese everything? Slowly though, very, very slowly. But I still was very surprised about the equipment thing in 9. Doofus, ever thought you knew a game very well from back in the day, and then you find out it had a whole system you were unaware of? I did play Zero Dawn when it came out, dropped it for a long time, but then I finished it eventually. I thought it was alright. Wasn't in love with it, but I thought it was decent. Oh, you miss major components and mechanics? I don't, now that I think about it, Lords of Shadows 2, I don't think I really found the quick travel system until very late. I don't know, I feel like I played that game without really being aware of what was going on around me. Then again, that's pretty much every game I play. I want to get rid of these guys first. If I do, I could just stealth kill all the others. Even if I don't stealth kill them, be fine. There are only 3 enemies left. 1, 2.
Not much point to using acid here.
What do you mean not much point? That's exactly what I've been doing with these guys and they die. Backseating me. So far, I would say it's a step up compared to Zero Me, Doofus. And I know you mentioned you platinumed that one.
I can get data to override machines from cauldrons. Just need to find one.
And when I asked Aloy, no one asked. Although I'd say I'm mainly in love with the settings. Not setting, settings. The options. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I wouldn't say I was very motivated. And for the most part, I would say it's more of the same. I'm very, very early game though. If I kill this with a stealth kill, I'll go for the big guy next. And now he's gonna warn Alan. We're gonna watch the same replay from last time. No, Alan. What have they done to you?
Getting there.
Get ready to run. I thought I dodged. And hello, sniper. Now let's ring around the rosy. He's dying anyway. Oh, hello, Biggie. Thomas, I'm lazy. Give Sniper a shout out. Gotta make use of my mods. And you already got to shout out. She did it, the absolute mad lass. I don't think there's anything else left. And yeah, we're meant to use these and other environmental stuff, but why be creative when you can bore your audience to death using the same stuff repeatedly? There is no other enemy, right? Because I'm wondering why that NPC has not commented on my deeds in valor.
You picked the wrong tape of sightseeing.
I killed him? You picked the wrong direction for sightseeing. I don't know why I even cleared this camp. But I certainly took my sweet time doing it. Long arrows. Why did he do this to me? There is a human walking around. Another quarry. Why? Okay, there is a campfire. They don't really stand out to me all that much. Hey, fast travel. Revolutionary mechanism.
You know what we need? Proper.
No.
To the claim!
Bottoms up.
Shh. Felt like they were screaming in my ears.
3 months.
Hey, the bow was asking for it.
Savior, what news do you bring?
Picked up the Bristleback Trail by the quarry. Looks like they stampeded out of a mine at the back of the valley.
The mine? How could a herd of bristlebacks come from there?
I'm not sure, but Ulvin's workers were using explosives to tap the tunnels inside.
For the love of Dawn, I told him it wasn't worth
the love of
the
me.
risk. Those tunnels, they run for miles underground, even beyond the Daunt. No, you don't think...
That Ulvin's blasting opened up a passage from the other side?
Perhaps. Yes, perhaps. If this is true, we need
Alright, let me
confirmation.
hydrate.
An inquiry. So thorough, so irrefutable, endorsed by the Savior.
All right, I'll keep looking.
Thanks for the reminder, Thomas.
I need to go.
Of course. She'll hammer your head out of your mouth.
The ABCs of the stream.
Bristlebacks came from.
Always be chugging.
West. Another reason to get the embassy going?
And a posture check.
Must be someone round here worth talking to.
You know, sometimes I wonder why bother getting a chair with a back if I don't actually sit down properly and lean on it.
Ah, there you are.
She keeps saying there you are. I don't know who she's talking to.
3 months.
Oh, melee pit.
You're
Hello?
enough with work, I see.
You wanted to speak to me?
Well, you know better than anyone it's a dangerous world out there, and not just against machines. Name's O'Dirk. This here's my training pit. Best place to practice close combat this side of the Forbidden West. Say, I wonder who'd win in a fight. You, the savior of Meridian, champion of the East, or the Enduring, master of the West.
Who?
The Enduring, a legendary Tenakth fighter, the master of masters. I've heard the Tenakth have training pits just like this one. It's how the warriors get so fierce, see? And only the very best from the pits get to train with the Enduring.
So, to find the Enduring, I should look for these training pits if I'm ever out that way?
You'll have to go far if you do. The Tenakth are split into 3 clans. 3 clans, 3 capitals, 3 training pits.
Gather the
My guess
Triforce.
is you'd have to beat all of them if you want to train with the Enduring. If the Tenakth don't kill you on sight, that is. But that's a far spark in the wind. As for right now, I also offer challenges to test your fighting skill.
Who would I be fighting exactly?
Alright, doofus.
You?
Well,
Thanks
I
for
know
the
you're
lurk.
the savior and all, but you have to beat all the others first to challenge me. Rules are rules. We only use dual blades and practice arrows, mind. These drunken fools would run themselves through otherwise. You'll have to leave everything but your spear and practice arrows at the gate. But I'll look after your gear, not to worry.
Do I carry bows?
What do you say? Up for some training?
I might be.
That's what I like to hear.
I'm spec'd for stealth, not face-to-face combat. Melee pits. Test your close quarter fighting skills against other human opponents. Complete all challenges against the other fighters to ultimately face the pitmaster. The pit also allows you to practice your melee skills in a focused tutorial or an open-ended training session. Unlocked combos. I have not unlocked anyone. Yeah, I have to beat several guys off before beating off the big guy. Let's try Block Breaker. You need to learn Block Breaker. Yeah, I can't actually do any challenge because I haven't learned shit. Well, there goes my plan. Opening the map, not having any sound is weird. Complete silence.
Almost ready to go?
Can I climb that? No. I love it when I'm in a town and I'm right by the exit, but I have no idea how to leave. Okay, that's how we'll leave. I also want to upgrade my stuff.
You say you can't give me free ale, but hear me out.
Ulvin can't just ignore us like this, can he? We almost died because of him.
I'll bet you 10 shots
Have you
they don't
seen us? What are we supposed to do? Have Arnov throw his crutch at him?
We'll eventually get to the shop. Well, it's not really a shop, it's a bench. We can upgrade our pouch. We need raccoon hide or arrows. I would like an upgrade for that.
Got a problem?
Alright, main story time. Was active.
If I find the right cauldron, where are you off to?
Alright, Dick. Finish your sentence. I don't really need wars. I really do need sub badges, but I still haven't decided what they'll look like. Would you mind highlighting the bird, please? I need some badges. I need bit badges.
It must be a bristleback. Maybe Erend took it down?
I also need channel point icons. You know, that's not a bad idea. It's simple enough to do.
Is that a tripwire?
And it should be easy enough to see. Because usually with these badges you want something that is easily visible. That's actually a pretty good idea.
This whole area is rigged with tripwires.
Hey, you! Make it worth your while if you kill these scroungers.
It's always something. Hold tight! I'll see what I can do!
Try luring them into the tripwires.
Machine will take a lot of damage from acid.
I like the crank idea. I might go with that. You know what it reminds me of? You haven't played Alundra 2, but if you Google it, you'll know what I mean. The enemies basically, well, not only enemies, well, anyone who gets possessed by the, or controlled by the evil guy, they get one key. Alundra 2, A-L-U-N-D-R-A. Hey, come over here. Ouch. There is a crank that they use. Turnkey. Dude, come here. Is there another tripwire? Yes, there is. Ouch. Hey, get over here. Are you serious? Oh, I can trigger the trap myself. Not cool. Like the traps I had in the first game.
That's the last one.
Hello, Red. What a day, what a day.
Now let me loot them first, then I'll talk to you.
Thank the Forge you showed up. Tripwire's handy. Machine hunting's a youngin's game. Come on over. Let me give thanks proper like.
That makes me not want to get close to you. I hate it when a game gives you a prompt, but you happen to be at a spot where it goes away and comes back. So you press it, but it's gone by the time you press it. And I could take a step forward, but it's a principle.
Practiced hunter. Took you less time to kill those scroungers than vanguards to kill one bristleback.
So the vanguards came through here?
Yeah, just a bit ago. Down that bristleback, headed south. But then those scroungers showed up to carve the carcass, as they do. Then another bristleback ran through. I'm telling you, it's crazy around here.
So the vanguard went south?
Probably. This whole valley is swarming with them. The vanguard seemed dead set on getting rid of them.
I see.
Hold on there, Red. If you're gonna go chasing across the Daunt, you're gonna want a tripcaster.
Yay.
Not just any tripcaster.
My weapon.
One of my make. Free of charge.
Workmanship looks solid enough.
Yep. Been tweaking the design since I left Chainscrape. More room to tinker out here and less chance of, well, accidents.
Accidents in Chainscrape?
Did something happen in Chainscrape?
Well, like someone.
Let me guess. Ulvund.
Back when I had a place in town, he took a real interest in my wares. Kept pressing for the Ulvund discount. I said no. He didn't like that so much. I can't prove it, but that Jeff Bucket set my workshop on fire. Felt it best to put some distance between us after that.
Fair.
Cable car operator told me the bristlebacks just appeared yesterday. Do you know anything about them?
How is old Karn? Back in the day, me and him got into all sorts of trouble. There was this one time that...
Anything about the bristlebacks?
One time at bank camp?
Karn said true. They just showed up and ran amok. Lucky for me, I've got you and the Vanguard swooping in time to save my backside.
Okay.
I should get going. Thanks for the tripcaster.
While you're blasting bristlebacks, I think I'll head down to the hunting grounds. Did you know they have a tripcaster trial? Come by later if you want to try it out.
Maybe. After I get things under control. So Erend headed south. Should be able to pick up his tracks with my focus.
Tripcasters allow you to place various types of tripwires. Tap R2 while aiming to set up the first anchor point, then aim and fire again to place the second. There is a limit to how many tripwires can be placed at once. Be careful not to run into your own tripwire. Okay, so they got nerfed. In the first game, you could just run around without any issues. And you'll be fine. Enemies that trigger tripwire will receive shock damage, as well as shock buildup, indicated by an icon above them. When the buildup icon is full, enemies will become shocked for a limited time. Enemies cannot move while in the shocked state and are vulnerable to critical strike melee attacks. Use the focus to scan enemies and see if they are strong or weak against shock attacks. Yeah, in the first game you could just put any wires around and it's gonna be fine. But nowadays, because of political correctness, you can't just run around and have tripwires not trigger for you. No, somebody might be offended. Oh.
Tracks. Maybe Erend's and the Vanguard's.
Let's collect some rocks. And I could just heal myself and loot more healing. Okay, we can only do shock tripwires at the moment. Let me take a look at the trapper. Cover more and high quality resources with deconstructing traps and tripwires. Place more traps and tripwires on the field at the same time. Oh, currently it's max at 3? Wow, that is a much lower limit than the first game.
These bristlebacks are everywhere.
Okay, we can loot all of them. When am I gonna get my mount again? Get over here. I don't know why I'm killing them anymore.
Sounds like someone's putting up a fight.
Another one down!
Now this is what I was forged for. No ledgers to fill. No boring mid-afternoon patrols. Just a hammer. Just the fight. Aloy?
Erend!
Then he dies. Too bad he's not gonna die from this. Why don't you ride it?
Stay where you are. I'll handle the rest.
Oh, they haven't detected me? Cool.
Damn it. I should be down.
Those bristlebacks have acid canisters on their backs. It should trigger a chain reaction if I hit them with acid arrows.
And turn him to scrap, Aloy.
Just gotta run. They're gonna die, it's all good.
Oh, that one hurt. Oh, like hammer to metal.
Now!
My issue is I can't aim for shit. If it's a long fight, I am not gonna be aiming well.
Aloy, you might have to. Oh.
Coils now available in your inventory. Unlock coil slots on your weapon by upgrading them, equip coils you loot, or purchase them to improve your weapon performance. It's not the first time I get a coil. Okay, what was the third thing I killed? Should be around here. Oh. Well. That's awkward. I've upgraded this 2 times. And again, I haven't used all of these different things. Surprised they haven't had a tutorial on that.
Definitely did not expect this to happen today.
Who did they name?
Greenshine. I'm in luck.
Also, I'm guessing you're saying that because of the wrestler. I mean, there are other people with the same name. I wouldn't consider it a name that got corrupted forever. Unlike something like Adolf. That's a name everybody avoids.
Definitely did not expect this.
Also, people who don't know wrestling, probably it's not going to mean anything to them. I just sat my controller down on my lap, and that happened. I'm glad you didn't die from that. It would have been funny if you did. Not saying I want to do that, it just would have been funnier.
Caught me at my best, as usual.
Well, you did the hard part. I just took care of the stragglers. How bad is it?
Who needs ribs? Oh, I'm good. I'm good.
And that's only because I read about it recently, Thomas. Not to mention, I do have a lot of general knowledge that is very surface level.
Okay, well, I know you didn't come all the way to the Daunt just to watch me get wrecked. So what's the story?
I need the embassy to happen, so I can head west. Erend, what I did at the Spire, what we did, it didn't end the threat. It just slowed it down. There's still more to do.
Really? Well, that's great. I mean, yeah, not the threat's not over part. That's not so great. But hey, whatever you're up against, your spear, my hammer, just like old times. Oh.
Erend, I need the embassy now. I can't wait for you to heal.
Couple of days rest, if that.
Actually, even if you weren't hurt, what I have to do, it's better if I do it alone.
Alone? Now that figures.
Oh, don't worry, Thomas. The ending makes everything alright.
Erend! I hate to interrupt the romance, but I'm pretty banged up here.
Don't blow your blaze, I'm coming. Oh, this just keeps getting better.
Yeah, the side stories are very, very weak.
I'll go to Barren Light, get patched up. If you want this embassy to happen, we're gonna need this Sun Priest, Studius Wadis.
Oh, I know him. I'll clear the Valley of Bristlebacks, then send Wadis to Barren Light. I'll catch up with you there.
Well, I guess that's sort of like a goodbye.
No, it's a farewell.
I'm sorry?
You? Sorry? Ugh. Yeah, that'd be a first.
Where is this coming from?
Hey, just, forget it, yeah. Ugh. It's nothing.
It sounds like something.
All right, fine. After the battle at the Spire, when you took off, you left without so much as a handshake. I mean, people like me, we fought and bled at your side, Aloy, and you just disappear? What kind of person does that?
Yeah, Doofus, you're the entertainment now. Someone who doesn't have time for this, someone who had a good reason, someone who had no other choice. I'll just go with the right one.
Erend, look. I'm sorry it wasn't easy for you when I left.
This is one thing I find issue with in the characters, the first game and this. Everyone seems to be in love with Aloy. It's like there is no one else.
And I know it's not easy now, but what I've been doing... Life on Earth is in danger, and only I can save it.
Your life on Earth?
Yeah. Everything dies unless I succeed.
Well, then let me help. Oh.
You can't. There's no machine to fight, no bad
Ground
guy
beef?
to kill. What I've got to do, I can't even explain it. Not even to people I care about.
Oh, so much for being useful. Okay,
Erend! By the forge.
I guess that's my cue.
Maybe I should go with you to Barren Light.
No, hey, you're needed elsewhere. Obviously. We'll make it without you.
Thomas, you're also a father here. You should know dad jokes.
That doesn't sound good.
You'll have to handle that one on your own. We'll only slow you down.
Alright, so... There is something behind me here. No, you definitely do know some dad jokes. You just refuse to share them with us. You keep saying it's a family heirloom. You can't share it. I mean, if they do take a nap, it would be kidnapping, but... They don't take a nap. I guess the crime would be annoying me. But that depends on the jurisdiction. Resisting arrest. Doofus with the palms today.
What are those Oseram doing out here?
Quick! Gotta scrap him before the scroungers get him!
Oh, that bristleback's charging right at them.
It's okay. Why did that not hit?
Another one for the scrap pile. Your help was timely, Nora.
Just
My name
get
is
back to
Aloy.
Chainscrape before you get yourselves killed.
Not with all this salvage lying about. Come on, crew. Back to it.
Okay.
Looks like the Osram decided to put up a fight.
Which sloth track?
Gotta find a cauldron to learn how to ride machines. One less machine.
I don't have a sitcom laugh track. Never really thought about adding one. Wow, doofus. Calling me out for having low viewer numbers. That is rude.
Look at that thing drop!
Another one down.
Ouch.
Let's go! It's going down!
There. Quarry's safe.
See what happens when I have to shoot. Shiro on his own counts as 3 viewers, I'll have you know. Well, 2.5. Blanco, Shiko, and the half is Shiro. You know, I'm going to laugh, Shiro, if one day you birds start whistling one of the soundboard stuff I keep doing. Alright, let's go for the Trapper.
I don't know what Anora's doing out here, but consider yourself owed. We tried to hold off and wait for the Vanguard, but one of them bristlebacks charged us. Next thing you know was a full-fledged fracas.
Is everyone okay?
Because fuck you, that's why.
But we would have lost the whole
Fair.
Corps without you.
Well, at least it's quiet now.
Your ears ought to be ringing with a quarry at work, but Chain Scrape's whistle ain't blowing, so we're stuck picking up the pieces.
You need the whistle to get back to work?
Me and my crew were just little cogs out here. Can't lift a hammer till Olvin blows that thing. Cause if we work without his say-so, he'll ban us.
Yeah, Olvin needs to blow that thing.
Olvin holds that much power?
He's got the money and connections to snuff our fires for good.
Oh, suck me down. Oh.
What are you and your crew working on?
We're supposed to be working Olvin's claim, digging out stone to show our barren light. But the work stoppage and the bristlebacks cut us short. Never seen those blasted things in the dawn before. Where in Forge Fire did they come from?
I'm not sure. At least not yet.
No, it'll be immortalized forever. In 1,000 years, they'll be digging somewhere and they'll find a record of this. They'll play it, and it's just gonna be your voice.
I need to get going. Stay safe.
Thanks to you, that might actually be possible today.
I think I've cleared out most of the bristlebacks. Chainscrape can get back to work now. I'll go give Olvin the good news. Vuadis too.
Vuadis is
Maybe
nuts.
this embassy can finally happen.
Vuadis nuts. That's a better name for him. Let's see. There should be a question mark. Move! Okay. Enemies.
Glad I can help.
But I could still use a hand free with a friend.
Let's do it.
I have no idea what I walked into.
It's a ruin from the old world. Bet I could find something interesting inside.
Damn. The thing looks like it walked into a Shrek Bukkake. Oh, I was like, free from where? And I was practically stepping on his leg, on his face.
Mind, Savior.
Okay, I was hoping it was going to be a QTE, and I was going to keep failing it till this guy gets crushed to death.
Mighty thankful to you, Savior.
Just Aloy is fine.
Aaron mentioned you're not one for fancy titles.
You're Vanguard.
Well, here to escort Wadis' delegate behind to the embassy.
If we can get rid of these bristlebacks.
Captain said to keep an eye on Chainscrape, then these ugly lugs showed up.
Gave the first one a good beating.
But didn't quite have time to roll out of the way when it fell.
Told you it wasn't a good idea to eat that much before heading out.
I should probably get going.
Now, if you see any more of these bristlebacks...
I'll make sure to roll out of their way.
Might want to take some of these with you as well. They're handy in a pinch.
Thanks.
Stay safe, Aloy.
Smoke bombs. We learned a recipe. Deploy smoke bombs to confuse nearby enemies and escape back into stealth. Smoke bombs can also be used underwater. Smoke underwater? Okay.
Stocking up for the hunt. Okay, what do we have in here?
I really can't just grab that. She can grab it. But Thomas, you could always get tips from Shira about training parrots. And I can't actually open
Looks
it.
like this door needs some kind of key module. Maybe there's one in the ruin?
And then you could train it. What was that old joke about the parrot? That was in a brothel or something? Yeah, I can explore the ruins, but how? Okay, there's shit in there. Let me in. All right. Okay.
Got some data here.
Text mail from Lodge at Zion reception. Data corruption minimal. To Thomas Wagner. Your red permit code. Dear customer name. Thank you for staying with the Lodge at Zion. With your reservation, you have opted for red permit parking pass. To ensure the safety and security that our accommodations are renowned for, the access gate for guest vehicles is protected by a personally generated code. For your convenience, this code grants entry both your room and your parking space. Okay, so you guys have agreed that Blanco is a girl now. Are you going to change your name to Blanca? The red permit code is that. Please keep in mind that this code is confidential, so please refrain from sharing it with anyone during your stay. We look forward to seeing you. Have a safe and pleasant journey. The Lodge Zion crew. Mr. Brave, sorry for the inconvenience, but our parking system software hasn't worked properly for some time. To access the lodge, just use the code 1705. It's embarrassing to admit, but we're actually unable to change it. Thanks for your understanding. Theresa Morton, Manager.
There's a code for the locked door in this data, but I still need to find a key module.
Why can't I light it?
Can't pull that.
It says it can be pulled. Or from the other side, presumably. Okay, imagine this, Shira. One day you come back home and you find Chico laying eggs.
Should be useful.
What would you do? It would flip the whole narrative on its head. Wait, I thought... The issue with birds is a lot more difficult to figure out. Oh, you tested it out? How much did the test cost? I never had mine tested. And I don't think I actually have any avian vets nearby. Kidding. Oh, that is very cheap.
Okay, gotta find a key for the door.
Okay, so you've tested both, presumably? And for those who are not following, we're talking about Shira's kids.
Where to now?
Then take Blanco. Well, you don't care about Blanco anymore?
Well, I can't reach the ledge above now. Guess I'll have to find another way up.
Dude, I'm pretty sure you can. Or was tested before you got him. Can't go to the same place. Okay, maybe I'm gonna adjust the audio a little bit. In game. Not on OBS. 70% sound effects. Okay. What do I grab onto? Then ask the guy. Maybe he just took your money and never tested it. Okay. It could be fake. Alright, so we grab this, push it down.
Down it goes.
I was saying I wanted puzzles, and we kinda got them. Yay for us. Well, yay for me. Nay for you.
Okay. Now where does this lead?
I would like a better camera angle, please. Thank you. Pretty sure this is not the way. Do I just... Nah, can't be. Ouch. Okay, I'll have to say it doesn't feel like... This was made with platforming in mind.
A key module.
It's a key. A hotel room key. Oh, there's a squirrel. Move. Oh. Can't move because I killed you. Oh. Long arrows.
Okay, let's see if this key fits. There. Looks like this needs a code too. I think some of the data I picked up might help. There we go.
What is that?
What is this thing? I guess I'll figure out what to do with it later.
We got 2 skill points. That is pretty decent. Weird thing is, I don't actually know how much more to get a skill point or to get a level. You always find a mysterious relic while exploring ancient ruins. Where did it come from? Where did it go? Now there are more out there. I should have done some melee stuff. Vista Point Tower. Really? I don't remember it. Oh, that thing is a tower?
An image from the old world. Looks like some kind of building in front of sheer cliffs. The image is incomplete. But maybe if I line it up exactly with where it was taken, my focus can fill in the rest.
Vista Point image was captured somewhere within the marked area on your map. Use your focus to line up the image with the world and find out where it was taken. Okay, so I need to keep it. Gotta be from the river, but it looks like a bridge. No. Maybe the building's over there?
It looks like the building in the image might have been near a river. Maybe there used to be a bridge nearby? Nope. I should find another spot.
This is not it? Sure.
This doesn't look right. Better try another spot.
I mean, it has to be one of these buildings. It doesn't even mark the area.
Focus lost the Vista Point image. I must have moved too far.
This is annoying.
Could try to line up the Vista Point image again. I should be within range. Okay, let's try this again. That building looks like it's in front of some sheer cliffs.
I think this is the only building nearby.
Pack's full, but my stash has room.
Over here, maybe? Probably.
Ruins of a bridge. Maybe it's the same one from the image. I could try to line it up around here. I think I'm getting close. Got it. Huh. Completing the image unlocked a data file.
The Daunt. Congratulations on reaching the large Zion National Park's top of our Vista Point tour, brought to you by Miriam Technologies and the Coalition for Environmental Reclamation. Ever since their re-establishment in 1872, national parks like this one have played a vital role in preserving our natural heritage, but many have been threatened by climate change. That's why we created our Forester line of wilderness management machines. From ecosystem analysis to seed distribution and fire management, our creations are designed to restore wild landscapes to the way nature intended them to be. Comments: Ramiro, 5 stops down, 4 more to go. GLE, I've come a long way for this, so happy to finally take the tour. Sammy, we should take all children home. All children. We should make all children come here. I guess it was just a Freudian slip. They spend so long in holograms now. They should come to these spaces to understand our world properly. Eleanor, can you fix the sign by the drop-off point? We got lost 5 times finding this. Corrupted.
It looks like these Vista Points were made by Miriam Technologies. That was Elizabeth's company. I wonder if I can find more of them out in the wild.
And another point. Okay, let's do some with Warrior. Okay, that's a save. And still a while before we finish this game. We're probably in like Act 1 or 0. Let's travel to Campfire. Well, I guess Act 1, since 0 was the Prologue.
Time to get Ulvin to blow the whistle, then Wadis to Barren Light.
Okay, let's take a quick break before I continue. Get him to blow the thing. Get everybody in the stuff together. Quick break, as usual. If you're new here, I usually take a break every 3 minutes. Well, every 2 hours, for 3 minutes at least. Imagine break every 3 minutes. Take a break every 3 minutes for 1 hour. And, well, for 2 hours. Flip everything over. But yeah, let's take a quick break. I'm gonna run some ads as usual. Don't have to watch them. Install an ad blocker. Be cool like me. And I'll see you after the ads, so you're not gonna be missing anything. Sadly. So yeah, see you in a few minutes. And I'm back. I've got this annoying cough for the past few days, so I keep muting myself. Alright, let's talk to this guy.
Still here, I see.
I cleared out all the bristlebacks.
Oh, you did?
Now that you've recovered from your shock, time to blow the whistle.
Oh there, not so fast. I'll have to send someone out to confirm the kills. Make sure the valley is safe again. Shouldn't take more than a day. Or two.
No. You blow the whistle now.
These are innocent Osram lives we're talking about here. Surely the delay...
Either you do it now, or I will.
Ah, I knew you could do it! Friends, gather around. The savior of Meridian has done it again.
What?
The Bristlebacks are defeated. You.
What?
Sound the whistle. Chainscrape is open for business.
Terrific. Great. Yay.
Yay.
And Ulvin has agreed to personally pay every worker their lost wages.
Yeah.
That's more like it.
Yeah.
Woo.
Ha-ha.
Yeah. Yeah!
Don't you have an embassy to get to?
Yeah, I guess I do.
Merchants are now available. You can purchase new equipment, restock your resources, and sell unneeded items and merchants. Items and valuables to sell category are always safe to sell. There are many types of merchants. Stitchers sell protective new outfits, hunters sell powerful new weapons, herbalists sell valuable potions, cooks sell skill-boosting food. Other merchants have their own unique stock. Visit a new merchant whenever you encounter one.
Now the Chainscrape's back to work. Merchants should be open to trade. I should see if they have anything useful before I send Wadis off to Barren Light.
Brought out only the good stuff for you, Red. Seeing as you got that whistle blowing.
Hey, I've been waiting to get my lucky hammer fixed for days.
You haven't done anything useful like getting rid of any bristlebacks, though, have you? Take your time. I promise you won't be disappointed.
Alright, so... Hunter bow, warrior bow, sharp bow. We don't have a charge circulator. Is there no single button that sells? Okay, weapons. What kind of bow I have? A hunter bow. There's a fire hunter bow. There's a warrior bow. And there's a sharp bow. I would love a sharp bow, but I can't buy it at the moment. Let's buy this. Let's buy that.
Come back anytime.
Now can I get this fixed?
I can fix your tools. Afraid there's no fixing you.
I mean, she was waiting. An ammo that deals fire damage is now available in your inventory. Use your focus to scan enemies and see if they are weak to fire. Hitting them with fire will build up to the burning state. Once in this state, they are set on fire and take damage over time. Shoot blaze canisters with fire arrows to detonate them and trigger a large elemental explosion. Warrior bows are quick-firing, short-range bows. Unlike other bow types, they deal maximum damage even when not fully drawn, but quickly lose accuracy at longer distances. Remember, shoot elemental arrows to detonate canisters of the same elemental type. Okay, we can upgrade this. I'd rather upgrade my Tripcaster. Not really much lost by upgrading this, so let's do it.
Okay. Can't go to work with a broken hammer.
What do you have for me? Critical strike plus, power attack plus. Not exactly expensive to get. Huntress would be nice for me.
Tell everyone of the quality of Oseram goods.
Can only upgrade it once.
You sure?
Looks like my arm is bandaged.
You could always get a new one, you know?
You can't just replace a lucky hammer.
I know you see me.
You look like someone in need of new armor.
And I'm guessing I could
Beer I didn't like, or couldn't finish. Good day.
buy stuff from the potion guy here. And I don't know what's wrong with my throat. No, we can buy stuff. Now that is that's something I could do.
Fair enough. But next time,
I'll come back eventually.
Anyone see where I put my drink? Anyone? Anyone? Oh, there it is.
Going this way to try and get the item I need to buy the hunter bow, sniper bow.
Ignoring me again?
And what happened to my ability to ride a mount?
Hey, Savior! I hear you're the one to thank for taking care of those bristlebacks. Much obliged.
Shot could do a lot of damage.
I can get rid of all of them. I guess I could ride one of them.
Just a normal buddy.
That thing is still looking for me.
If I find what these machines are made, I might learn how to override them.
Pretty easy encounter. I wanted to kill it. I didn't really want to override it. So what? I didn't get the materials? We did. Okay. Cool. Let's ride it. Love you, John. Yeah, my mom's name is John. This is John the Third, I think. Or was it the fourth? I forget.
Be welcome.
Don't need a machine in there.
And now we can buy.
What did your
Oh.
sister think of her gift?
Actually, can I do a trial now?
Here to practice, friend. I set up some new training while you were gone.
Hit your opponent with a Resonator Blast. This technique utilizes your melee and range attacks and deals a massive amount of damage at once. Performing melee combos and power attacks energizes your spear faster.
How goes it, Hammerhead?
Yeah! I want another couple.
You think your spear can deal with that armor? Use attacks to energize your spear. Then hit your opponent with a heavy or power attack to blast the armor off.
That's some damn good gear you got there, Red.
That energy doesn't last forever. Shoot the glowing part of your opponent before the energy fades.
Where'd I put my shoe? It looks like this one. Yeah!
Yeah! Ignoring me again?
Yeah! Madam!
Almost ready to... Yeah!
That one looks like she needs a drink.
Tell me the way
Finally! Someone is... the partake.
Stop.
Aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
That spear can give you the edge in battle. Keep energizing it and then your enemies. Triggering those energy blasts should help you vanquish your opponents.
Yeah, let me do that again.
This should be useful. Now I just need to get what he's thinking.
Words. So many words for him.
What in the daunt?
That energy doesn't last forever. Shoot the glowing part of your opponent before the energy fades.
Good.
Am I lost or am I...
What the fuck was that?
Yeah.
Just let me exit. I can't exit the trial.
Oh, you're a sight for sore eyes.
Yo, Scrounger! Missy!
Got work to do.
Oh there, sister!
Yeah.
How did they not have a retry choice?
Hammerhead. Not again.
Okay, just try again.
I did do it, but you refused to register the hit.
Yeah! So if an Oscar speak ale,
Yeah! Hey, I think it's left by now.
salutations, fair maiden.
Someone
That energy doesn't last forever. That spear can give you the edge in battle. Keep energizing it and then your enemies. Triggering those energy blasts should help you vanquish your opponents.
I would like a gauge to tell me when it's full instead of...
Nice to see you back here. What can I help you with?
Okay. There's a hunter there. Did you mention there was a hunting ground, wasn't there? This one that I didn't bother getting. Well, first thing first, let's get a new bow.
Might as well join in, Brad. Ralph?
Think that the North Coast is good on I see it. It's out of the bowl.
About time that whistle blew.
Ulvin must be good.
Best day, not
With low and braided wires. Sharp bows are powerful, highly accurate long-range weapons. They have reduced accuracy when fired while moving and cannot be aimed while sliding. Remember, shoot elemental arrows to detonate canisters of the same elemental type.
This should be useful.
Okay, but this quest... Beyond Barren Light. Okay, we could just do that later then.
Shop just opened up and I've got a backlog of orders, so...
I've heard of your adventures.
Alright, for these nuts.
The way to Barren Light is clear. Get moving.
You're not errant vanguardsman. I will move only when the captain
When
says...
I've cleared out all the bristlebacks, which I have. Captain's orders.
So they're okay?
Banged up, but breathing. And waiting up ahead for you.
But I was supposed to have 3 escorts.
I'm off to Barren Light, Wadis. Like Aloy said, Captain's orders. You can stay here.
Abandoned to the riffraff? I think not.
Guess you're coming with me then. See you there, Aloy.
You're welcome. Secure passage to the embassy. Trophy. And points. What are we getting? Guess I could go for the warrior. Block breaker. Guess we've already done some of the objectives. And we've unlocked side quests. And you know what that means.
Power and protection.
It's my daughter's birthday again. Second year in a row.
You ever wonder if this is worth it? Missing these moments?
2 side quests.
I was hoping you'd be back. Got something new just for you, if you're interested.
Use a block breaker combo R1, R1, R2 to immediately break the weapon guard and leave them vulnerable to a follow-up attack. Let's go.
So?
Camera.
If you keep repeating the same attacks, your enemy will dodge them. Vary your attacks and combinations. Make yourself less predictable. Close attention to your opponent's stance. Read their intentions. Choose your attacks to break their defense.
I tried to pull my bow out. We unlocked the Pitmaster challenge. Do melee skills so the task to defeat Ordurg, Chainscrape's Pitmaster. Ordurg's strong and direct Osram fighting style is highly effective with a focus on dodging or blocking attacks. He has beaten the best brawlers the Daunt has to offer. You'll only use your spear and training bows for this challenge.
You're
Maybe finally someone who will out.
an impressive attack.
Yeah. Such company to have. Bring it.
Yield! I yield!
That was easy.
Well fought, friend. Well fought.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Ooh. Serves me right for thinking I could go up against the savior of Meridian. Here, have this. A little something for the new champion.
Thank you, Hodurg.
Don't be a stranger now. Come back whenever you'd like to spar again.
Why would I? There's no reason to. Got a pristine skull.
See you later, Hodurg.
Farewell then.
Why does it tell me to talk to him?
There she is! The reigning champion! You back for some training?
No, I don't need anything.
That's all for now, I think.
Good luck out there.
Why is he marked like a quest when he's not a quest? And why is it not marked as complete? Dude, just get up there. Fuck's sake, he's inside. Or the quest is inside, whatever. Why have only one exit out of the building? It's a fire hazard.
I found some berries I never seen before out behind Chainscrape. Sour.
Hey, Loy. Change your mind about that brew?
My cup is empty.
Come to revel in some strike, sister? Let me set the board.
What is this?
I was just passing by.
First timer, huh? Don't worry about it. I'll go easy on you. You got any pieces?
No.
Well, aren't you in luck then? I got an extra set, a Tanakh original straight out of the Forbidden West. Sit. I'll run you through it in a hot spark. I'll give you something special if you win it on my boards, too.
Beginner's tutorial.
All right, let's start off simple. The Tanakh like to say that Machine Strike is a game of pure strategy. We each get a set of pieces. Each piece represents a kind of machine, and each machine is worth a different number of victory points. And to win the game, you'll need to gain 7 victory points by destroying the opponent's machines. It can be tricky remembering the details of every machine, so we use these notes to keep track of them. You see that number on the top right corner? That there is how many victory points you'll get for destroying that machine. Notes also tell you how far a piece can move, how powerful their attacks are, the distance they can strike from, and of course, their health. Okay, that's enough for now. Let's just play. I'll explain the rest as we go. I own the board, so I get to choose who goes first. Since this is your first time, I'll let you go. Usually you get to choose which pieces to set on the board, but this will do for now. Pick up that machine piece to your right, and move it forward.
Okay, can move 2 squares. Attack range 1. Attack power 2.
And remember, each machine can only move a certain distance. Take a look at your notes if you need a reminder. Easy enough, huh? Now, you get to move 2 machines each round, so go ahead and pick a second machine. Perfect. There's not much else to do for now, so just end your turn. We're forging onwards. Let me move my pieces here. And we're back to you. This time, why don't you try attacking one of my pieces? Try with that machine on your right first. Now move the piece close enough to attack one of my machines. When performing an attack, you'll be testing your machine's combat power against the opponent's. And its own attack power. This board only has grassland terrain, which has no effect on a machine's combat power. And your current machine has 2 points of attack power. So in total, your machine's combat power equals 2 points. Since my machine isn't the one attacking, it has 0 points of attack power. And just like your machine, it's not affected by grassland terrain. So right now, the difference in combat power between the 2 machines is 2 points. This means your machine can do 2 points of damage to my machine. Did you get all that?
Okay. Yeah, let's keep going.
Smart one. Finish up by attacking my machine. Not pulling any punches, huh? Now grab that second machine of yours. See how your machine can't move close enough to attack mine? You can make your machine sprint. That lets it move 1 space further. Try it out. Downside to sprinting is that your machine can no longer attack. Now, some players like to take a risk and overcharge their machine in cases like this. Overcharging lets you attack after a sprint, but it will damage your machine's health by 2 points. So use at your own discretion. Let's try doing that now so you can see what I mean. That's about it for your turn then. Now, I'll let you in on a neat trick. That machine of yours, the one closest to me, grab a hold of it. Same as in the wilds, machines have both armored points and weak points. You can see them marked on the pieces. Blue shows where their armor is thickest. Hit them there and you'll do some damage, but not a lot. Now, red shows the machine's weak points. Hit those and you'll deal a mighty blow. Here, let me show you. Rotate that piece so your machine faces mine. Now let that machine have it. Off the board she goes, and there's your first victory points.
Did it matter though?
You don't have 7 of them yet, so let's keep going. Your machine attacked mine, but hasn't moved yet. Go ahead and move downwards towards my remaining piece. You've already attacked a machine and moved your piece. But if you overcharge your machine, you can attack a second time. And by the look of your machine's health, you'd be sacrificing your piece to defeat mine. But sometimes that can be a good thing. Overcharge your machine to attack mine a second time, and I'll show you what I mean. Ain't that a thrill? Now, because your machine was knocked out at the same time as mine, we both get the victory points our machines are worth. Good news is, since you're the one attacking, you're gonna receive your victory points before I do. Which means you can reach the coveted 7 victory points first. That's why sometimes losing a piece can be the best way to end a game in your favor.
Okay.
Now, you'll notice you didn't get quite up to 7 victory points this time, but you did destroy all my pieces. That means you're the winner!
Yay!
It wasn't so hard, was it? Just remember to always check for the best terrain to attack from. You'd be surprised the advantage you can gain over an opponent like that. I know it saved my behind in a game or two.
I'll try and remember that.
Oh, before I forget, these are all my spare pieces. I want the Savior of Meridian to have them. It's a small set to be
She's too quiet.
but it should be enough to get you in on any strike games you find out there. You might even fancy looking out for them strike carvers. They've got all kinds of unique pieces that can turn a game in your favor, though they'll need the right materials to craft you one. Or you might find them in the wilds if you're lucky. I know I've lost my fair share of pieces after a night of machine hunting or brew hopping. No need to thank me. Always a pleasure to help out new strike players.
To the claim!
And 3 clanks for
Now,
our chef
if you feel like playing a real game, I've got plenty of other boards. I could even teach you a few more tricks if you're up for it.
Thanks. I'll think about it.
Just say yes. You're one step closer to mastering the game of Machine Strike. Terrain and knockback tutorial. 3 tutorials, there is a beginner's practice. Well, we're gonna do the rest of the tutorials, guys.
I knew I'd make a strike player out of you yet. How about this time I tell you how to use a board's terrain to your advantage? This one's got all the different terrains you can encounter in a game of Strike. Knowing when and how to use them can mean the difference between victory and defeat. Terrain mainly affects your machine's combat power. As you know, when fighting an opponent's machine, you compare its combat power to yours. The higher
Yay,
your
indeed,
machine's
Thomas.
combat power, the more damage you can do. So finding the right terrain is an essential strategy for overpowering your opponent. Here, I'll show you.
And I used to be a chess addict, so
Grab that piece to your left and move to attack my machines.
it's surprising that I have
Take a
not
look at your machine's combat power.
played chess on stream.
Combat power is the sum of a machine's attack power and the value of the terrain it's standing on. Since your machine is attacking, it's using its 2 points of attack power. It's also standing on forest terrain with a value of 1 point. Add those together and your machine has 3 points of combat power. My machine is standing on grassland terrain with a value of 0 points. It's also not attacking, which means their attack points aren't in play. So my combat power is 0. This means your machine can do 3 points of damage. Go ahead and test it out.
0, 1, 3, and 4. What's the digital root, Thomas?
There you go. Now, choosing the right terrain doesn't just improve your offense. It can also help defend your machines from attack. Grab your other piece and place it in front of my second machine. Since your machine is attacking, it's using its 2 points of attack power.
I was asking what the digital root is.
This terrain has a value of 0. This means your machine's combat power adds up to 2 points. My machine can't use their attack power since they're defending their position. But they have the higher ground. They're standing on forest terrain, which is worth 1 point. This means my combat power adds up to 1 point. Now, the front of my machine is colored blue. This means that the spot you're about to attack has armor protecting it, which means my machine gets an extra point, giving it a total of 2 combat power points. If we compare the combat power of both machines, you'll see that you won't be able to do any damage. Whenever you're unable to top an opponent's combat power, you can still choose to attack and break their machine's defenses instead. Go ahead, try it out and see what happens. Ha, see? When you break a machine's defenses, you can knock it backwards.
She's really excited about this.
Sure, both our machines will receive 1 point of damage, but knocking my machine off that terrain makes it more vulnerable to attacks. Not only that, if my machine had been blocked from moving backwards, it would have received an extra point of damage. And if my machine had been blocked by another one of my pieces, that machine would have received damage as well. That's why breaking a machine's defenses is a great way to deal damage to several pieces at once. Useful, right? Okay, now go ahead and end your turn. There's still one more thing I want to show you. All right, as we've seen, the higher the terrain, the more it'll add to your machine's combat power. However, there are 2 other terrains that work a little differently. This is what we call a chasm. Only flying machines can be placed on those. But it'll take away 2 combat points if you do, so be wary. This is marsh terrain. Landing on it will take away 1 combat power point from most machines. It'll also keep your machine from moving for the rest of the turn. Here, let me show you. Grab that machine on your left.
Okay, where do you want me to move it? There, okay.
See? All you can do now is wait for your next turn to move again. Or you can overcharge your machine to get out of there. You can still attack any nearby enemies so you're not completely helpless. Well, I think that's enough yammering from me for now. Promise it'll all come in handy next time you play.
Machine types.
Here for more tips? Why don't I tell you a bit more about the pieces we used to play? In a normal game, you get to choose which machines you place on the board. Each one is worth a certain number of setup points, and you can spend up to 10 assembling your army. Knowing what each machine brings to the game and building an army that matches your strategy is the key to becoming a machine strike master. When assembling your army, there are a few things to keep in mind. First and foremost, you can never have more than 4 of the same machine on the board at the same time. With that in mind, most players would choose machines based on how far they can move or how much attack power they have. But a real strike player will be looking at a machine's type and skills. Let's take a quick look, shall we? Pick up that machine on your left. All right, let's talk about the different ways in which a machine attacks its opponents. In other words, its machine type. If you look at your notes, you'll see this machine here is a melee type. You can also tell by the shape of the base the piece stands on. A melee type machine attacks the first enemy within range, and no one else. We've seen this plenty of times, so just move that piece forward so I can show you some more stuff.
Why can't you just start with the
Great, now grab your other
setup
machine.
you want?
Looks like we've got ourselves a gunner type machine here. This means they'll only hit the farthest enemy in their attack range. Let's move that machine forward and end your turn so we can take a look at the rest of the pieces. Let's go with this piece first. This is a ram type machine. Attack an enemy with it and it'll push the piece backwards. Like this. See, now my machine has taken over your machine's spot on the board. This is a great way to take the advantage away from your opponent if they have the higher ground. Looks like we have one more piece to look at. Now this is a beauty of a piece, a dash type machine. When it attacks, it'll move to the end of its attack range and damage every machine in its path, including your own. So make sure you take a good look at the board before you send it off to the races. You should also make sure it's able to finish its attack on an empty spot. Otherwise, you won't be able to attack at all. Here, I'll show you. Look, it even rotated your piece. A nifty little piece you'll definitely want in your set. If you look at your notes, you'll
Then my
notice
back will be left
the
open.
machine has one of the skills I mentioned before. There's quite a few of those, and we haven't even looked at all the machine types yet. But I'm pretty sure you've got more important things to do, so I made you a list. It's got all the tips and tricks we talked about, too. I think that about does it for now, so if you want to play a real game, just let me know.
And watch her hustle me. Easy, okay.
This is gonna be fun.
For you.
Okay, let's see. Your move, Red. Lucky me, you hit armor. Just one piece left.
Let's end the turn.
Board's all yours. I'm up.
I could have overcharged.
That's it for me. Oh, I thought I had that one.
What a difficult one. But hey, we get money. So who cares? Medium.
Let's play.
Terrain is that one, so put it there. For more hill terrain.
my turn. Your turn. Time to make my move.
Oh, I didn't move the others. Ouch.
You're up, Red.
Well, I can only move 2 pieces. I forgot about that. Ouch.
One less piece on the board.
2 less pieces, you mean?
Time to get serious. Not looking good for you, Red. Yikes! I better step up my game. Looks like you're down to 1 piece. Time to make my move. Guess luck's not on your side today, Red.
Yeah, I messed up badly. Let's retry.
Here we go. That's it for me. Okay, let's see. You're up, Red. Thank the forge you hit armor. Board's all yours. Ah, off the board it goes.
Move this here, rotate it.
You're just hammering down on my pieces now.
Can overcharge. Oh,
I'm up.
I didn't overcharge. I pushed the wrong button.
Well, that's done now. Your turn.
Assholes.
That was brutal. My turn. Your move, Red. A single machine left? That ain't good. Time to get serious.
What?
Board's all yours. Time to make my move.
And I lost again.
Oh, but I'll play you again if you want.
God damn it.
Good luck.
Oh, I go first now?
That's it for me. Okay, let's see. Your turn.
Hmm.
Knocked right off the board.
Nah. Enter.
Up. Well, that's done now. You are on a roll. Whoa! Got me good. My turn.
I'm dead.
Off the board it goes. Knocked right off the board. Just one piece left. That sure dampens the forge. Time to make my move. You're up, Red.
She let me win.
Looks like I lost.
That was normal. Can get another piece if we win. Oh shit, I have a lot of pieces now.
Your move, Red. Okay, let's see. Board's all yours. You're just hammering down on my pieces now. One less piece on the board.
Overcharge is not going to help me, so I'm going to end the turn. Things hit hard.
That was brutal. That was brutal. One less piece on the board. Time to get serious. My turn. Your move, Red.
Made a mistake.
Knocked right off the board.
I shouldn't have done that.
I got a tough fight ahead of me. You got me down to one piece. I am impressed.
And I win.
You got
Let's
me.
try.
Fair and square.
Well, I can get 2 skill points if I win. Well, if I defeat 3 beginner players. Let's do it. Okay, there is some hill, but there is no mountain. So this one is a waste. There's plenty of grasslands, so we could do that.
Let's play. come up. That's it for me.
That would only do minuscule damage.
Well, that's done now. My turn. Ah, off the board it goes. Off the board it goes.
I'll overcharge.
One less piece on the board. You're up, Red.
Do that.
Knocked right off the board.
Oh shoot.
That was brutal.
Not the smartest idea.
Time to get serious. Oh, seriously? Well, spark my forge. You have beaten me on every one of my boards.
There we go.
Now that deserves a prize, I say.
We got a new piece.
Come back anytime, Red.
No need to.
To the claim.
Oh, Petra.
3 clanks for our
Don't have new points.
Come for that beer after all, eh? Here, sit down. Get a pint in her hand. Wasn't expecting you to swing by.
Since when do I do what's expected?
Ha! There's that spark. Fire and spit.
Fire and spit.
Spit and swallow.
That's a blast from the bellows. Won't fix the forge, but at least I can forget about my troubles for a while.
Like what?
Well, things aren't as bad since you got this place running again. But we still got Olvin grating the gears about his concession decree. If you don't put that down, I'll come over there and show you how that game ends. Anyway, right now, I'm just worried about those refugees out from Sunfall. To come all this way enduring Forge knows what.
Yeah, I saw. They won't let anyone up the old trailhead southwest of here.
And therein lies the problem. A Stormbird crashed up on the cliffs last week, and
Steve.
Colin Brokers had his eye on the salvage ever since. But the refugees have barred entrance. Mustn't interrupt their sun-scorched ritual. Something about finding a twilight path.
Huh. I never heard them talk about that before.
Yeah, well, these particular Shadow Karja are an odd bunch. But overall, they're peaceful folk. Not that it matters to Tolland. He'll crack some heads to get to that salvage. Maybe you could swing by, convince him to set up camp somewhere else?
So the bristlebacks in the Daunt.
You're a pig. Blasted things, those bristlebacks. They just showed up one day, rampaging around the valley like they exploded out of a forge. Lost some good people. But bless the bellows, you cleared them out and got this place working again. That put a dent in Olvin's plans. Now, if only there were some way to smash them all together and run them out of town.
But how could bristlebacks in the Daunt help Olvind?
2 words. Concession decree. Since no one knows where the bristlebacks came from, Olvind has taken to blaming the Karja for them. He's hoping to dig up enough old resentments to get a strike going until the concession's signed. This is just his latest attempt. He's been trying to rile up the workers since the day he rolled into town.
About that, I think the bristlebacks came out of Olvin's old mine.
Now there's a spark that could light a fire. Can you prove it?
I'm working on it.
By the forge. Grab my ear if you nail it down.
I thought you'd be back in Freeheap.
Well, after the big battle at Meridian, I went back. But realized it was running smooth. Didn't need me. Heard about the rebuilding out at Barren Light. Figured they could use another hammer. Been scraping by ever since.
You could always leave.
And go back east? Nah. I ain't one to leave a lit forge. Besides, someone's gotta be a squeaky wheel for the workers around here.
What else can you tell me about the Shadow Karja refugees?
Well, they don't call themselves Shadow Karja for one. At least, not anymore. They're some other brand of sun-crazed. But whatever side of the sun they're on, they're peaceful through and through. Don't seem to want for nothing except a place to live, pray, and just enough food to keep from starving.
So they're just camped outside by a trail, blocking entry to a wrecked Stormbird, waiting for what, exactly?
Don't rightly know, but I'll tell you this. Should they ever wise up and salvage it, a Stormbird heart is worth a lot. And if they get there first, then by Ostrom law, it's theirs. Not that Toland Cleanbrokers ever lost sleep over any law breaking.
Toland Cleanbroker?
Who is this Toland Cleanbroker?
Just some chuff-huffing pondsman. Got a shop here in town. Lived in Chainscrape since there was a Chainscrape. He and Olvin go back a ways. Like a pair of coals and a campfire, those two.
So Toland works for Olvin?
Ha! Olvin might think so, but Toland scrapes up his own scams. And he ain't the type to let a few refugees get between him and Stormbird salvage.
So about Olvind.
Around here, everything's about Olvind.
How'd he end up in charge?
He got here early, like a squirrel smelling a fat nut. He knew rebuilding Barren Light needs stone and timber. So he jangled purses all over Mainspring, getting investors to front claims on anything in the Daunt that might be worth a damn. Thing is, all the bankers back home know that this is Karja land, and the Sun King can revoke those claims at any time. That's why he's desperate for the magistrate to sign off on a concession decree.
This concession decree, what is it exactly? And how would it help Olvind?
A little late for them to explain this.
A writ that would put all Osram claims in the Daunt under Osram law, even though they're on Karja land. It would mean that any existing ore, stone, and timber claims couldn't be revoked by the Karja. No more risk, no more hesitation for investors back in the claim to pour in the shards and expand their business. And since Olvind has a stake in all those claims, it would make him richer than a scrapper in a junk heap. Not to mention Chainscrape would become an Osra municipality, so he could buy enough votes to call himself an Elderman. He's a sly old badger, I'll give him that. Figures if he keeps up the pressure, eventually the magistrate will sign.
Well, if I'm up that way, I'll talk to the refugees. Try to convince them to move.
Much appreciated. They have it rough. Don't need Talon making it rougher.
Petra said Talon has a shop here in Chainscrape. I could have a word with him first.
How could there be underground city in the desert?
Alright, talking to him is optional, but why not? Been a while since we saved, right?
You know what we need? Proper survey.
Come on! This is serious fighting, not a drunken brawl.
It's you. The machine hunter that bailed out the Carja.
Never heard it put that way before.
What do you want?
Heard you've been hassling refugees up by the cliffs.
Yeah, well, you heard wrong. There's salvage up there. A Stormbird. Nailed it myself with the harpoon here in town. Not an easy shot if I do say so myself. It clipped its wing, and it crashed into the old tower up there. Killed it quick. Yeah, so if anyone's hassling anyone, it's the Shadow Carja filth that's blocking the way up to my claim.
And you're ready to crack some skulls to get to it?
No need. It's a raggedy bunch. Probably all starved before I have to lift a finger.
We'll see about that.
Oh yeah, we will, won't we? Now shop's closed to Carja lovers. On your blasted way.
Nice guy. So the spot we went to earlier in the stream, and they didn't let us do anything because those guys were blocking the way.
Outfits, armor.
I'm sorry, I'll be right with you.
Okay, I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm saying it's overkill.
It's a weapon. Kill is the point.
Not if it blows the user's arm off. Oh, just stop talking.
Where are we? So, you look like someone who's always searching for a new weapon. Am I right?
Actually,
Could you just not? I am with a customer.
I'm not a customer.
I got it. Triple the powder. It'll blow a Strider sky high. Ba-boom. One shot kill. Guaranteed.
Maybe I am.
Then you are in the right place at the right time, Red. How would you like to be the proud owner of the world's first machine-enhanced,
explosive, done in one, machine wrecking,
yet perfectly safe, javelin thrower?
You had my curiosity, now you have my attention.
Are you two from around here?
Nah, the claim. Dad sent us out west in search of some unknown opportunity. Said we'll know it when we see it.
Sounds like you had other ideas.
Let's just say that opening another trading post for my parents isn't how I want to make my mark in this world. I imagine traveling alone must be nice.
Are you two from around here?
Nah, Dad's sound. Let's just isn't how I.
So she's your partner?
My apprentice, and my sister. She's why we're out here. There was an incident. Another incident.
Involving explosives?
Ba-boom!
And Dad's precious homebrew. He shipped us out the next day.
Huh. Tell me more about this weapon of yours.
Saw a scroll when I was a kid by some Karja scholar who wandered out west. Had a scary drawing of a Tenakth warrior hunting with a kind of javelin thrower. Effective? Yes. Basic? Undoubtedly. But coming out here made me remember it, and I am on the brink of vastly improving the tool's archaic design.
Whereas I will perfect it.
I can use machine parts to enhance the user's throw, increase the projectile's velocity. Well, Boomer here is adamant that enhancing the projectile is better, namely with explosive tips.
Boomsticks.
Why not both?
That could work. There's one small snag. I need the parts to make the first working model.
Well, for starters, I'll need charger horns. Intact.
I think we might have some.
Just be sure to shoot them off before the machine goes down. Otherwise, they break.
Oh.
But the real innovation, and keep it to yourself, is a fang horn rib.
There's a mean one east of here. Blow it sky high.
Boomer! You get him for me. It's yours. My treat.
You have a deal.
Let's get some
Could
charger
go faster
horns.
if I find a charger to override. Didn't shoot off the horns. I have to try again.
I shot the horns. Talking about.
Gotta shoot off the horns before it goes down.
I am shooting the fucking horns.
Got one. There goes a horn. It's fallen.
Eventually they counted.
I should have enough charger horns for Della and Boomer now. Just need a rib from that fang horn they were talking about.
Alright, so Anghorn. Thankfully, it's not like Zelda where I can't call my mount if he's not right next to me. Also, skill points. Boomer said that fang horn should be nearby. There it is.
Frost ammo could help here.
Okay.
There's the fang horn. Gonna have to take it down to get its rib. Down it goes. Should be able to harvest its rib now. Got everything I need for Della and Boomer. Now, to see about that weapon of theirs.
Easy. And that thing is none the wiser. Alright, let's head back. What are we doing on time? I think I'm just gonna head back here and save.
I need to get off this thing and walk.
Once I turn in the quest and call today. It's an alright stream today, not the full package, but
One woman, and she's tougher than the whole Vanguard. She took out those
better than nothing.
I know that look. You've got all the parts, haven't you?
Here you go.
Outstanding! I only need a few minutes to finish the prototype.
I'll take the version that won't blow my arms off. Thanks.
Wow.
Hi.
So did you blow up any machines to get the parts? Or any bandits?
You really like explosions, huh?
Here we go.
With the boomsticks?
Oh, you betcha.
Dude, I was just about to say, we did not lose connection, but no, here we are. Yeah, as soon as I said I'm winding down. Well,
is it safe?
Probably.
Can I have one?
No!
Oh.
Cause we're gonna make you something even better.
Ba-boom!
Spike throwers launch powerful projectiles that can hit enemies at long range. Due to the long build-up, they have a slow rate of fire and cannot be used while jumping or crouching. Spikes must be thrown at full draw in order to penetrate armor.
But ropes don't explode.
And another skill point. Alright, let's go save. Let's activate the other quests as well for tomorrow or whenever I stream again. Are any of you guys streaming after this? If so, I can just read you. If not, I'll probably just call it.
You? Almost 4? Last time I was back, he'd already started walking, and I missed it.
Yeah, I probably will just call it.
It's my daughter's birthday again.
So yeah, thanks a lot for stopping by today. All the lurkers, chatters, whatever. I will hopefully see you all soon.